All right, so let's get to Emily here, who has an uncomfortable conversation probably coming up this weekend because her in-laws came to stay, and we're going to have to handle this really carefully because we know we got kids listening in the car right now. But she gets the cable bill after they came to stay, and she realizes that someone had charged a grown-up movie, you know what I'm saying, to the bill, and she wants that money. Hey, Emily.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. This is going to be an uncomfortable conversation.
I mean, it is because, my in-laws, they were here a few weeks ago. And then this week, I get my cable bill and I noticed that someone had ordered the, grown-up movies. And that little bill came out to $125.
That must have been more than
It's premium.
I don't know. In this economy, that could be like 2 movies.
Still, who gets through 3 minutes? You gotta watch 2 whole.
That'll last you a year.
I mean, it's her father-in-law. He is older, so maybe it takes him longer.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I need that money, or we need that money because, look at most people, I shouldn't say everybody, but we're on a super tight budget. I lost my job recently and we really have no wiggle room right now. But here's my problem, and here's why I'm calling, because you guys are awesome. How do I bring this up without snitching on my father-in-law? Because, what if he watched them without his, wife around, my mother-in-law, or I don't know. I don't want to embarrass them if they, if they watched it together.
Emily, are you sure? Have you talked to your husband? Are you sure this wasn't your husband?
Oh, yes. I know my husband didn't. I already accused him. And, that man can't lie to save his life. And he was so grossed out by, that his dad would do something like that in our home. So no, I know for sure it was not my husband.
Well, you're a good partner for handling this conversation instead of him having to text his mom or his dad. If I was in your position, I wouldn't acknowledge the fact that they were adult movies. I would honestly just send him a text and play the sympathy card. Be like, listen, hey guys, I know you know that I recently lost my job. I saw that a couple of movies were charged to our account. Is there any way I can get a Venmo for blah, blah, blah amount?
Good call right there. Really good call, because he's not going to fight you on that because he doesn't want you to, quote unquote, do the research on it. That's brilliant.
I was thinking the same exact thing, because whoever it belongs to is obviously going to want that to go away. But how do you know which one of them to go to and not exposing them to the other one?
Well,
was it the father-in-law or was it your mother-in-law?
You don't really know.
But I mean, let's say it is the father-in-law and we text the mother-in-law and she's like, oh, I didn't realize we had charged movies. Hey, let me contact Jim over. Hey, Jim, did you watch movies at so-and-so's house? Oh, yeah, he did. Okay, Venmo.
I think, Emily, is there any, we're not going to disclose here because, we're going to keep it we're going to keep it light. When you look at the movies, does it tell you like the titles or a description? That way it could be more leaning, oh, it was definitely my father-in-law and not my mother-in-law?
I don't know. Women can be just as freaky.
I have to look at it a little bit more, but I believe it did. I'll look a little more closely, but I Googled some of it too. So I was like, I mean, it's just crazy. To be in this position, and that my father-in-law is doing this. I'm just
Do you think old people don't know that they're getting charged?
I don't know. I don't know how old he is, but this is circumstantial evidence. But I don't think a woman would pay for 2 of those movies. I think a dude would.
I think you'd be surprised.
Dude,
okay, maybe I would.
$125. That was more than 2 movies.
Seriously, right?
Yeah, that's
Somebody had a weekend.
So my ex-wife and I had to do this with a friend. Have I ever told you this story?
Oh,
you remember this?
You haven't told this in a long time.
Just real quickly, we were having a friend that had just broken up with his girlfriend, didn't have a place to stay because they were living together. So he's living in our basement, and we had a computer down there for guests also.
No.
We get down there, and when he left, there was a virus on the computer, and she started looking into exactly how it got there, and he was down there watching
Grown-up stuff.
Grown-up stuff on our computer over and over and over again, and it jacked up our computer.
He watched so much that he gave your computer a virus?
Indeed. Indeed.
I mean, I guess it's better than him getting a virus.
And,
Yeah,
and I would tell you how that conversation went with my friend, but I didn't have it. She did. But he never stayed again. All right. Hey, hit us back on Monday and let us know how it goes, okay?
I will. I'm a little nervous, so, oh God. But thank you. That was great advice.
Good luck with that.
Yeah.
The Bert Show.